So in my latest Destiny video, we talked about how much I am in love with the hand cannon meta, specifically the changes Bungie has done to bring hand cannons up to par in the PvE sandbox. It's no surprise that they've always been good in PvP, but PvE, these things are really shining for me, and it was really exciting to see that this week's Nightfall and Grandmaster has the Warden's Law reward, but it was the Swarm and then aztecross bullied them into Warden's Law. That whole situation is whatever, but hey, we got the Adept version in this week's Grandmaster. Also, double rewards. That's very good with some game-breaking bugs that you can apparently do and use. Yeah. I'm a little skeptical of what Bungie's going to do because I think they're going to roll back, but they also said they're not. I don't know. It's a little confusing. So, yeah. But today we got the Warden's Law Adept, and we're going to be talking about it. It is incredible, and I'm going to tell you guys both the PvE and PvP role you're going to be wanting. So, first for PvE, let's talk about this hand cannon. It is pretty damn good. With the PvE role we'll be showcasing for you guys, this thing is pretty solid, but it is a peculiar taste. It is a heavy burst. So this fires bursts. It's similar to Crimson. It's a new subfamily for the hand cannons. It's great. I've heard great things about it, but it still just doesn't feel the same as like a Fatebringer, which I think has a little bit of nostalgia for me, or like a Zhao's Bane. The burst is great, and the Adept version gets the most out of this weapon with Adept Mag and certain other things that you could potentially do with the Adept mods, but I don't know. It's not my favorite, but it's pretty damn cool. And maybe after a few weeks, a few more days, I don't know, maybe I'll come around and utilize this much more in PvE like I'm doing right now with the Fatebringer hand cannon from Bolted Glass. Now, on the PvP side of things, this is a mixed bag. It's incredible, but honestly, some of the perks it has kind of counterbalances what is required from a hand cannon to be truly effective and powerful in that PvP sandbox. You'll be seeing with all the perks, and when we get into some of the God Roll or God Rolls in this case for PvP, there's some interesting stuff to talk about. So let's jump in and talk about all the perks that can drop with this weapon. Now we'll be reading this from right to left, starting all the way to the right with origin traits, and we'll label it so you guys can follow. So it's a Nightfall weapon, so the origin traits are Stunning Recovery and Vanguard's Vindication. Nothing new there. Over in column 4, we have Vorpal Weapon, Frenzy, Zen Moment, Rampage, Kill Clip, and Shot Swap. Over in column 3, we have Enlightened Action, 4 times the Charm, Perpetual Motion, Moving Target, Snapshot Sights, and Discord. Over in column 2, for magazines, we have a Pendant Mag, Tactical Mag, Flared Magwell, Accurized Rounds, Extended Mag, Steady Rounds, and Alloy Magazine. And when it comes to barrels, guys, personal preference. For example, Small Bore and Hammer Forge Rifling are kind of my go-to here, or Extended Barrel. But whatever stats you're seeking and looking for, anything with range and PvP will be great as well. Yeah, that's all the perks. And as I said before, it's a heavy burst frame. Now first, let's talk about the PvE God Roll. We're rocking Small Bore, Tactical Mag, 4 times the Charm, and Frenzy, and hopefully an Adept Mag mod if you guys have the Adept version. If you guys don't, then the perk selection should be good enough, but the Adept Mag gets it up to, I believe, 27 shots if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's a lot of shots to shoot in a PvE sandbox. Now for the PvP God Roll, we're gonna definitely stick to Rampage, Enlightened Action, Accurized Rounds, and Hammer Forge Rifling. Now, Enlightened Action is new. Dealing damage improves reload speed and handling. This is great for PvP. For PvE, 4 times the Charm I feel is a little bit more reliable, and you don't need as much handling potentially in PvE compared to PvP. So that's why I like Enlightened Action more for PvP than PvE, but it is a great perk for PvE if you guys want to check it out. But yeah, Enlightened Action and Rampage is kind of the go-to. Now, if for whatever reason you want to switch off or try to rock Kill Clip with Enlightened Action, then that is a good synergetic combination there. But for some reason, the reload is intrinsically slow for this weapon, so Rampage, honestly, is enough for me. It feels better with the amount of shots you could potentially shoot if you're using an Adept Mag here for the PvP God Roll. You can really utilize Rampage in an effective way for the sandbox, and honestly, it's pretty impressive. Accurized Rounds is the no-brainer because it has more range, and same for Hammer Forge Rifling. But this is mainly the go-to PvP role I've been using, and honestly, you guys are going to want. I do have another one with Moving Targets and Snapshot Sights, but I'll be frank, I don't know. I feel like Enlightened Action truly is the good part. I was messing around with a bunch of different ones I've had, and Enlightened Action and Rampage was certainly the one that solidified the most for me as being a great option. But for me, this weapon in general, I mean, there's nothing too crazy that I'm going crazy for. The grind and the reward for the nightfall being this, or grandmaster being this, is fine. It's new, or reprisal, whatever. It is double rewards, so you'll get even more chances to get some better drops, and double the drops in this case. I have no issues with this, and it's a fun little hand cannon to introduce to both sandboxes in Destiny 2. But I'm curious, what are your guys' thoughts on this weapon? Are you in love? Do you hate it? Do you not care? Are you utilizing that bug to get a crap ton of these for PvP and PvE? Leave your thoughts down below. If you guys also enjoyed this video, definitely be sure to drop this video a like. Helps out the video a ton. And to stay up to date with all the Destiny 2 content I am dropping, as well as Call of Duty and other stuff, definitely be sure to hit that subscribe button and that bell to be notified for when I do drop more content. But that's pretty much all I got for this one. I hope you guys have a good one. ShadowNinja here, and I'm out.